Come on. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a couple of, it's been about a week or two. Just been I've just been going through some shit, and I really haven't had the motivation to, put out any videos. And plus, really hasn't been much going on. But don't worry. We are going to get things back on track. I've been asking a lot of people, and you know, they just do the driving videos. We like to see that stuff, and we don't think it's boring. And so I'm gonna start getting back into the whole daily vlog thing, and you know, and making it as interesting as I can. But if you guys see the title of the video, I have got the Curse of Palerider. Son of a bitch! I have got the Palerider Curse. That's right, people. If you don't know who Palerider is, you should know who the hell Palerider is, first of all. Palerider is always getting caught up in the Oklahoma scales. Always getting caught up in the Oklahoma scales. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today, I got caught up in the Oklahoma scales. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. I went and well, I was down there in Friona, Texas, waiting for my load to be ready at the Cargill. Hey, hold on there, just cruising. I don't really care what Little Dog says, just letting you know right off jump. He's always going to be talking shit about me, no matter what. So it really doesn't bother me anymore, because no matter what I do, no matter how I do it, he's going to talk about it. So please let him do it, because he's only going to keep using my name and making me more famous, and fuck it, let him talk. Anyway, was waiting for my load to be ready since yesterday at the Cargill there in Friona, and I filled up my tanks before going in there, and I looked at the loaded weight on my messenger, my Qualcomm thing here, my message on the Prime app, and it said 43 and change, and I'm like, alright, that's going to be pretty heavy, but it shouldn't be too bad. Well, turns out that a buddy of mine, but it's kind of like a jinx, I don't know what you want to call it, but a buddy of mine that works with me was telling me, yeah man, the last time I was there, they overloaded me in the nose of the trailer, and I was overweight, and had to get reworked, and yada yada yada, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, same thing happened to me. I was like a little bit over, according to the CAT scale, I was 34, here, let me just pull it up here, on my CAT scale app, on my email here, because I was 34,980 on my drives, 12,100 pounds on the steers, and 31,840 on the tandems, with a total weight of 78,920. And my tandems are tucked all the way in, and my fifth wheel is slid all the way back. This Volvo of mine is only a 227-inch frame, so there's not a lot of room to wiggle with on the fifth wheel. So I always ride with it all the way back, because it always ends up putting my steers overweight. Ever since I've had the truck, I've always left it to the back. Yes, I was thinking about getting it reworked. The problem was the scales in Friona weren't working. The scale at the Loves was down, and then I missed the other one that was there at this mom and pop truck stop, and I was like, I should be all right. The gauge on my dashboard was reading good. It was a little high, but I was like, you know what? I'll be fine. I'll burn it off in fuel. Sure enough, get to the freaking Oklahoma scales on the 40, coming into Oklahoma, Oklahoma, where the wind comes blowing through the plains. So yeah, according to the scales in Oklahoma, now my CAT scale said I was 34,980. Okay, a little overweight, yes, but nothing crazy, right? I mean, you know, nothing. I'm not over gross. You know, I was like, I'll burn it off in fuel, no problem. I'm going all the way to Hazleton, PA with this load, and then I'm going home. According to the scale in Oklahoma, I was 35,060, so almost 100 pounds heavier than what the CAT scale says. So I got a $200 ticket. And the funny part about the situation was Oklahoma gives you 1,000-pound leeway. So if I was 60 pounds lighter, they would have let me go. 60 pounds! I'm in Oklahoma City now, and I've got a few more scales to worry about before I get home. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to burn the fuel off, obviously. By the time I get to Missouri tomorrow morning, I'm praying that the damn scales are closed in Missouri. And then there's another scale when you get to Indiana. And then there's another one. Let's just check. I think there's a few. But once you get to Ohio, Pennsylvania, usually 99% of the time, the scales are closed over there. Let's just, because I can't remember. Now, the ones in Joplin, the scales in Joplin are the next scales I got to worry about. And according to the scale, to the app, they just closed the scales. So hopefully tomorrow morning, who knows, it's going to be a pot shop. But by the time I get to the Joplin scales, I'll be burned off a lot more fuel, and hopefully I'll be all right. Because I'm way too far away to go back and get reworked. And then after that, Springfield, Rolla. There's a scale house in St. Clair, but I think that one is usually always closed. It just depends. Then you got St. Louis. Scale. It is what it is. It is what it is. What's Sweet Benny J? Hey, how are you? Yeah, once we get to Ohio, we should be smooth sailing. But once like I said, I'm so close. I should be fine. I should be fine once I burn some of this fuel back off. But man, $200 ticket. As you guys know, an overweight ticket is no big deal because there's no points on the CSA, there's no points on the company. You just got to pay the fine. It's that simple, and that's what I did. I paid it right there on the spot, and yeah, they got me for a little bit of weight over. So what I did, actually, you're gonna laugh. So the dumbbells that I have under my bunk, they went bye-bye. They're in the trash. And when I'm done here, I'm gonna go through the truck and get rid of some whatever I don't need that's heavy. I got a few things I can get rid of a few more pounds, but yeah, I've never blown the scales like that. They're bent over. I've never had the balls to blow the scales. That'll be just my luck to blow the scales and be overweight. and then the fucking guys will come shooting out there to chase me down. No. Not chancing it. US 60 around Joplin. Let's just see. US 60 around Joplin. Tulsa, there's Joplin. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Down there by Seneca and Nisho. Could be a possibility. It just depends on if the scales are open or not. It could be a possibility. It might even be what we might have to do. What? P-gaze, who know how to connect television to the speaker. Oh, okay. I think you meant to say "Hey guys," not "Hey gays." It's very simple. All you got to do is if your TV has an audio output like a headphone jack, you know, like a jack like this on the back of your TV, just run it into your radio, and then, or if you have a, like on my TV here, there's RCA, red and black, or red and white out of the TV, so you get a red and white to 3.5 millimeter adapter, and you should be good. Simple as that. Just depends on what your TV has. But yeah, man, what a pain in the ass. Waited all day yesterday. And I got lucky. The load was loaded early because the drop dead time on the load wasn't until like now, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight. And 9 out of 10 times, those places don't load until like right at the last minute. But I got lucky, and the load was loaded a little bit early, so I'm yeah, everybody keeps saying US 60, so I might do that depending on if the scales are open when I get close. If the scales are closed, I'll stay on the 44 there. But I don't know. Depends on how much fuel I burn. And I don't know how strict Joplin is. According to what the guy said there at the Oklahoma scales, he said they give you 1,000-pound leeway, and I was 1,060 over, so he wouldn't give me a leeway for the extra 60. I even told him about my dumbbells. I said, I got over 100 pounds of dumbbells in the trunk. Can I go and toss those out? And he's like, no, it's too late. And I'm like, damn it. So, but I tossed the dumbbells. I said to him, I was like, he's like, yeah, but then you're not going to have your dumbbells. I'm like, listen, the dumbbells aren't worth $200 ticket, you know what I mean? Dumbbells, I can get it at Walmart for 30 bucks. So, I put the dumbbells out there. Somebody will see them, and somebody will pick them up and use them. I gotta shed some weight. I wish I can get rid of my chains. The damn chains. Who's texting me here? Oh, that's my wife. Hold on, let me tell her good night. Good night, babe. I love you too. Sweet dreams. Send. The damn chains, the snow chains, I know is a lot of extra weight under the bunk. That's gotta be at least 200 pounds of chains under that bunk. But I can't throw those away. Those are worth too much money. Sucks. Fucking scales, man. Oh, you want to hear something funny? Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought for sure that the DOT officer was gonna lose his shit. So behind me, this guy comes in. He doesn't speak English, barely, like nothing. I'll get to that in a minute there, Lath. The officer asks him, "What are you doing here?" And the guy didn't speak English at all, man. I thought for sure that the officer was going to light him up because there was no reason. The guy, he wasn't told to come in, but he just decided to come in. The sign said exit to the interstate, and the guy pulled around back and brought his paperwork in. The officer ended up letting him go, but still, man, I'm not knocking anybody from another country to come over here and work, but if you're going to be driving a truck that's 80,000 pounds, you got to at least learn how to read. Oh my God. Me and a couple other guys were kind of giggling because we thought for sure he was going to get in trouble. Because I know that if the cop, if the DOT officer wanted to, he could have lit his ass up for not being able to read the signs. I know that's like one of the biggest things on the tests. I mean, how the hell did he pass his test if he can't read? Someone's asking a question. How many sets of chains do you have? I have let's see, each bag has two sets of chains, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of chains for the drives because I don't have super singles, and then I have fucking 2 bags for the super singles for the trailer. Those are a lot lighter. Crowbar's asking me if I'm buying Ike's truck. No, definitely not buying Ike's truck. The situation on my truck, let's get a few things clear here real quick, because there's a lot of chatter around the water cooler about my truck. A lot of people are saying that I'm going to get my truck for free. The trucker district's going to buy my truck. That, you know, that I'm getting a free truck. No, I am not getting a free truck, because if I was going to get a free truck, I would have had it a long time ago, obviously. Situation on my truck, to be honest with you guys, it could be this upcoming week, or it could be never. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm waiting. I've been waiting patiently for things to come together, and it just seems like every time it comes time to go truck shopping, that something else gets in the way. So I'm contemplating on keeping this damn Volvo. I'm contemplating on keeping. I would love to hear your thoughts. So let's just talk like a grown up here. Let's just talk brass tacks. I've had the Volvo now for over a year, paying $800 a week on it. If I stay with the Volvo for the full term, it's a 5-year gig at $800 a week. It's a $208,000 thing at the end of the day. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want to keep the Volvo. One being the service on Volvo. When it comes time for service on a Volvo, it is like going to get fucking brain surgery. You have to make an appointment. You have to wait. Like for instance, I had a guy back up and crack my hood mirror a couple of weeks ago. It's nothing big, just a chrome little plastic piece on the bottom of the mirror. It's really not even that noticeable. The chrome piece is cracked, and the mirror itself has a crack in it at the bottom. So I called up Volvo and said, "Hey, I need a mirror and the chrome piece for the hood mirror." And they were like, "Yeah, sure, no problem, $250." And I was like, "God damn, that's fucking a lot, right?" But they didn't have the fucking part stock. This was back a couple of weeks ago here in Oklahoma City, actually. No parts in stock. Like, are you fucking serious? The hood mirrors on these trucks are all the same. They're very common parts, and they didn't have parts. And I was like, really? Same thing with like the wheel seal situation back a couple of months ago. The only people that were allowed to touch the truck was a Volvo dealership. Even though it's not a Volvo specific part, nobody would touch the truck because it's under warranty. Flying J wouldn't touch it, TA wouldn't touch it, mom and pop places wouldn't touch it. Bullshit, right? So that's one of the biggest reasons I want to get rid of the Volvo. and get a Pete. Also, want to get a Pete because I just really want a Pete. It's like a childhood dream, to have something like that, There's a lot of reasons, but lately it's been taking so long to get the damn truck that I'm just like, man, I've dumped a lot of equity into this Volvo already. Should I just fucking keep it? Should I just fucking keep it? Should I get out of a truck that's got all those room in it, and go into a truck that has less room, I'm still leaning towards getting the Pete, if it's possible. But I'm just done getting my hopes up about it. I'm done getting, I'm just done, like, losing sleep over the idea about the truck, and like I said, it's nobody's particular fault why the truck's not here yet. It's just, I don't know. It's like I said, every time it comes time to go truck shopping, something else comes up, and it's like, and it's not possible. There's a lot of had I known it was going to be this much of a nightmare. Thank you, Trucker Dan. Appreciate that. Sent me $1. There you go. That's for coffee in the morning. Like I said, it's taken so long to get the damn truck, and every week that ticks by, I dump more equity into this thing, and I've already put a set of steer tires on it. It's got 126,000 miles on it now, and another $1 from Trucker Dan. That's 2 cups of coffee. Thank you. It's been weighing on me a lot. It's been hindering my I've just lost motivation. I haven't been doing a lot of videos, and that's right, Trucker Dan. Thank you. So I'm like, do I just keep this and have fun with this, and figure out a way to have fun with this? I mean, realistically, the only thing I could do to this thing is add more lights and add a stereo system. That's what I was going to do either way. And, I mean, because we all know that at the end of the day, you can't make the outside of a Volvo look cool by adding, parts to it. Like if you add a visor to it, or if you add fenders to a Volvo, or, you stretch a Volvo out, it's just, I've seen it, it's funny. Now I can't do straight pipes there because it would have to, mess up the DPF system. And a straight pipe Volvo, that's the same problem. It just won't look right. It won't sound right. I saw, thank you there, Newell and Brian Taylor. I appreciate that. I saw a Volvo the other day stretched out, and I wanted to throw up. I wanted to throw up. Red, white, and blue, that's what I agree with you. Who cares, right? But, like, deep down inside, I care, because it's, like, something I've always wanted to have, and, something, like I just picture, I miss shifting gears, and I've only sat in a Pete before. I've never driven a Pete. I can imagine it'll be a hell of a learning curve, but man, having that fucking hood out in front of you, it like does something to me. I don't know. It's like riding a motorcycle. It's it's. Thank you there, Trucker Venom Sting. Appreciate that, man. It's just like I gotta grow. I'm second guessing myself because it's taking so long, and it sucks, man. No, hey, and like I was saying before, James, a lot of people are saying that the truck is coming for free, and it's not. I mean, hell, don't get me wrong. If somebody's willing to pay for my truck and sponsor me or something, hell yeah, I'd take it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would take it. But that's not the case. I wish it was the case. It's not the case, though, because had that been the case, that would have been that would have been here already, you know. That would have been a no-brainer. But the truck's not here yet, you know, and I mean, I could get a phone call tomorrow and say, hey, we got the truck for you, we're figuring it out, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. Because like I said, every time it comes time to go truck shopping and figure things out, obstacles get in the way. Now, that's okay. My only problem is that, like, I'm an impatient person. I'm very impatient when it comes to things. But as I grow older and, you know, become more of an adult, if you will, I'm learning to be more patient. But the kid in me is like, hello, what the fuck? But the adult in me is like, just cool out, you know? It's not the end of the world, you know? I have 2 kids, you know, so like I have to think like an adult, like a father, you know? And it's like, you really don't need a Peterbilt. I really don't need a fucking Peterbilt. I don't need one. Don't get me wrong. I'll say this right now. I don't need a Peterbilt. I want a Peterbilt. I just want to fucking be one of these guys. I just want to be grabbing that wheel and grabbing that. I want to fucking just, you know? If anybody's ever ridden a motorcycle or done something exciting, you know, like, where it gets to the adrenaline going, you know what I'm talking about. And having a truck like that, you know, I know it won't be loud, you know, unless I buy an older one, but and that's the thing. We've been looking around for different options, for used ones, new ones, but nothing pre-emissioned, obviously, because it's a pain in the ass with those older trucks, you know, with the regulations and everything. But like I said, the kid in me still wants the truck, because, you know, like I said, you can't put a drop visor on a Volvo. You can't put a pair of fenders, set of fenders on a Volvo. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't look right. It just don't look right, you know? It's like taking a fucking Prius and putting, like, racing seats in it, you know, or a spoiler on the back of it. It's just like, people will look at it and go, why? What? And that's like, I thought in the beginning, you know, that I could make the Volvo look cool. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a very creative person. There are plenty of ways we can make the Volvo look cool on the outside. With a cool wrap, you know, we could drop the front end and, you know, make it, you know, low to the ground when we're sitting still. Add more lights to it, obviously, you know, train horns and shit, you know, sound system, obviously, will be one of the things I do, whether I have this truck or the Pete. I'm a big car audio buff. But as far as, like, having that classic look with that hood and, you know, like, you know, I probably couldn't even change the steering wheel out on this Volvo to have one of those custom cool looking steering wheels, because there's so many buttons on the steering wheel that, you know, for the head, for the dashboard, the stereo, the cruise control, the blind spot monitors, the lights. I mean, you can't, like in the car audio world, in car electronics, same thing with the truck, you would have to relocate those buttons. And there's too many buttons to relocate on this fucking steering wheel to have a custom steering wheel. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could probably take it to an upholster and wrap it in white leather or something like that, you know? I mean, anything could be done. If it could be thought of, it could be done. But then again, it's a fucking Volvo. Do I want to dump more money into customizing a Volvo? Yeah, it would be cool, it would be different, because nobody really does that shit to Volvos, you know. I don't know, I'm torn. I really am fucking torn on the situation, you know. I mean, the truck runs great. The only problem that I have with this truck, that I've always had with this truck since I got it, is that the ECU on this truck is jacked. It's always been jacked, it'll always be jacked, unless they can change it out and put a new one in. Ever since I've had the truck, there's been some type of check light on the dashboard. 1 week it'll be the check engine light for the DPF system. Currently, right now, for the last couple of weeks, it's been the tire monitor sensors. But, like, there'll be times where the lights will all go out for a day or two. And then, sure enough, couple days go by. Not even, I think the longest I went without lights on my dashboard was probably 2 or 3 days. Ever since I got the truck, there's always been a light, an engine light or something. But I got good oil pressure, water temperature is good, engine isn't knocking, I'm driving it. Like, for instance, when I first got the truck, and the first time the engine light came on was like the second week I got the truck, so I called Volvo Uptime, you know, the number that we have here for Volvo, and they tap into your truck. You know, you give them the VIN number, they tap into your truck so they can read the code. And the lady was like, yeah, you got something wrong with your diesel particulate filter or something like that. I'm like, lady, you know, no disrespect, the truck's brand new. That's impossible for it to be clogged. She recommended that I get the vehicle towed to the nearest dealer. And I was currently like 200 miles to the closest dealer. And I was like, to hell with that. You know, the truck was running fine, and I just drove the truck to the dealer the next day. I got to the dealer up in Springfield the next day, and they looked at the truck, and they're like, yeah, we're having a lot of problems with the new Volvos and their ECUs, and yada, yada, yada. And the parts are on back order. So there's nothing they can do for me anyway, you know. I went down to the dealership in Houston where I got the truck. Same thing. They're like, you know, they're having problems connecting to the truck, getting the computer, getting their scanner to connect. And I'm like, look, this has happened multiple times. This was like the first 6 months I've had the truck, right? And I said to the dealer, I said to my salesman, I was like, yo, just change out the damn ECU. And they're like, no, we don't want to change it out yet. We want to keep troubleshooting if the problem keeps on happening. So after that, I just said, fuck it. I'm not going back to the dealership unless something really goes wrong with the truck. I don't care. And, you know, the sales guy was like, yeah, don't just, you know, he said the same thing. So I've been driving, you know, here I am paying $800 a week on a fully loaded, top-of-the-line, technologically advanced truck that is telling me something's wrong. With a Peterbilt, usually there's not that many, because, like, I know that the Peterbilt doesn't have all these damn sensors when it comes to the, this truck has lane departure, of collision avoidance. It has rain sensing wipers, for fuck's sake. It has what was the other thing it has? It has lane departure, collision avoidance, and blind spot monitoring, tire pressure monitors. I mean, it has every cool amenity that they could think of, you know. But I don't know, like, you know, I'm a car guy, I'm an automotive guy, and I like to change things out, do different things, make it look different. And unfortunately, with a Volvo, you can't really do much. Yeah, that's another thing, just a truck, or the fuel mileage. You know, going from a Volvo to a Peterbilt is a drastic difference. Like, I'm averaging between 8 and 9, mostly 9s, with this Volvo. Okay, you go to a Peterbilt, you're going to get maybe 6, maybe 7, depending on how heavy you are. Can't do a glider because gliders aren't supposed to be in California, supposedly. I don't know. That's what I heard. You can't take a glider to California because it doesn't have DPF or DEF or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the rules on that. And I don't think that Chris, the owner of my company, will allow a glider. Your peak gets 4. Oh my god, that sucks. 4 miles to the gallon. That's a big difference between 4 miles to the gallon and 9. You know, so yeah, but there's a lot of pros and cons. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of pros and cons with having both trucks. You know, yeah, the Volvo is a good-looking truck for a Volvo. great fuel mileage, great space, but it's still just a Volvo in my eyes. You know, I just can't. I'm mad. Like, I said to myself, because like I said, if you guys follow the story here, over a year ago, right before we got the Volvo, we were supposed to get a W900, and unfortunately, that deal with quality carriers fell through, and the W900 was a thing of the past. And the next best thing was this Volvo, and I really wish that I would have been patient back then and just said no. But I saw the Volvo, I was like, oh, this would be cool, you know. I should have learned my lesson with the Volvos. I should have kept my my Lone Star and waited. But here we are, you know. What was it? Back in September, I was going to leave RST and go to Travel Loco because they were going to help me get the truck. I decided to stay at RST and stay loyal to the company and stay loyal to my boss and everything, and you know, and just stay put because he said he was going to help me get the truck. I just had to be patient and wait. Well, here we are in almost, you know, the middle of April now, and I don't know. Like, I just, I don't know. Like, I'm to the point. Like, should I just, like I said, should I just keep this and just say fuck it, or should I keep chasing my dream? Yeah, Corey. You know, sometimes I think that too. You know, because sometimes at this current moment, that's how I feel. At this current moment, I'm not whining, JA. I'm being real with you guys. I'm actually looking for fucking advice here, you know. Do I just be an adult and say fuck it? You're not meant to have a Peterbilt, or do I keep chasing the dream and, you know, and waiting, you know? The only thing that sucks about waiting is I'm dumping more equity into this truck, and that sucks. I know, I want to chase, that's what I'm saying, Jeremy. I'm like I've been losing all, like, I haven't done any videos. I've gained a fucking shit ton of weight, and it's all my fault, you know. I've just had no motivation to do anything. I've like just fucking like, ugh, you know. I know that's what I'm saying, Jorge. Like, I want to keep chasing this dream. I want, you know, because I know that something as stupid as that hood out in front of me will put a smile on my face. Banging them gears back and forth. It's those little things in life that make me happy. So, I don't know. We'll see. You know, like I said, I don't know what's happening. As far as I know, from what I know, the RST is still going to help me get the truck. Whether it's a new one or a fairly used one, I don't know yet. I've been saying this for a long time. When the day comes that we go truck shopping, we will know more. And I've been looking in the truck paper religiously, like an idiot, going, "Hey, look at this one. Hey, look, you know, hey, Chris, look at this one. This is oh yeah. Hey, this is a really good price, and it has all the stuff on it." But unfortunately, I'm not the owner of the company, and I don't have a gajillion dollars in my pocket. I'm not saying he has a gajillion, but you know what I'm saying. If I would have known, like, for instance, if I would have went and bought the truck myself and financed it myself, I could have had it already. But I've never even looked into financing the truck myself, you know, under my own name, only because I was told that I was going to get assistance from the company. So I was like, okay, cool, the company's going to help me out. No big deal, right? Just be patient and wait. Oh, don't get me wrong, Paul. Taking care of the family is always priority number one. You know, like somebody commented a couple of weeks ago when I was at the truck show. "Oh man, you're at the truck show, you're not home with those kids and blah, 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 blah." Well, people don't understand that this YouTube stuff, for me, is like a job. You know, it's become a source of revenue in a way, and becoming who I have become on YouTube, you just, you know, you have certain obligations that you need to do and need places you need to be, like the truck shows, in order to continue building your brand, you know, and having this YouTube channel, having 127 people in here right now watching, there's a reason for that. There's a lot of hard work that's gone into that, you know. 10K gets you into a W900L. There you go, Don S. So, see, like, I probably need to do the research on financing the truck myself. But like I said, you know, it's just been tough on my mind lately. It's been tough on, you know, my sleep. It's been affecting my channel, as you can see. But, like I said, I'm going to keep my hopes up and see what happens. And then, you know, if the next couple of weeks go by and nothing happens, I'm just going to stay humble and be happy with what I have, you know? You know? What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't fucking know. My gut, Corey, is telling me to keep chasing my dreams. But then, like, my dad, like, you know, the wise old man, my dad sits on my shoulder and says, Matt, just be happy with what you have. You got a good truck. Why would you want to throw away all that equity you have into it? Yada, yada, yada. And yeah, there's, like I said, you have the pros and the cons, and you have to weigh it all out. And deep inside, I still want to go after the long-nosed truck, you know, and make it my own, and you know, all that stuff, because, like, you know, I just, you know, that's what I like to do. And you have, and in life, and your work, whatever you do in work, you have to love your work. You have to love going to work every day. But don't get me wrong, I love being out here on the road. I love working and driving and providing for my family. But if I have the opportunity to fucking be genuinely happy to drive a piece of equipment, yeah, I'm gonna keep chasing that. But lately, I've been down and in the dumps, and just like, you know, I've been told that, you know, yes, it's coming soon. Yes, just wait a little bit longer. And every time, like I said, every time we get close, obstacles get in the way. And like, it's nobody's fault. It's just, it is what it is, you know. But I'm gonna stay positive. So, anyway, back to the ticket situation. The title of this video. Anybody have this problem with the Oklahoma scales other than me and Palerider? $200 ticket today, people. Oklahoma, just for your peace of mind, to let you know, the Oklahoma DOT, the Oklahoma scales, allow for 1,000 pounds over on any axle. Okay, I was 1,060, so he had to write me a ticket. So I got a $200 ticket. Now, like I said, by the time I get to the Joplin scales tomorrow morning, I would have burned off a little bit more fuel. I literally just threw away over 100 pounds of dumbbells. And I'm going to throw away a few other things here once I get done with you guys. So I'm pretty sure once I get to the Joplin scales, I should be good. I should be good. Did I get short with him? No, I was very respectful, and being the officer, we had no issues. He was very nice, you know, very nice guy. So $800 from Michigan, $1,600 over. Oof, my God. I'm not over gross. I'm like 70. Let's see here. Is it even on here? No, they only put the axle. That's, according to my CAT scale, I'm 70. Let me go back to that real quick. According to the CAT scale, 78,920. So, not over gross. I was over on my drives. Tandems are all the way tucked in. Excuse me. Tandems are all the way tucked in, and the fifth wheel slid all the way back. And I am 12,100. This is back when I was full of fuel. Now I'm starting to dwindle away in fuel as we go along. But when I scaled out today, 12,100 on the steers, 34,980 on the drives, 31,840 on the trailer, 78,920 total. And I was like, all right, we'll be all right. We'll be all right, right? Now I can't slide the fifth wheel up because then that'll add more weight to the steers, and then the steers will be overweight. Because technically, when I scaled out at the cat scale, I'm 100 pounds overweight. You're not supposed to be over 12,000 pounds in the steers. I'm 12,100 pounds on the steers. So they put too much weight in the nose of my trailer. But once I burn this fuel off, I should be fine. Should be fine. But if not, then I'm fucked. Either way. I'm heading home and I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is, people. But I wanted to share that with you today. My despair. So yeah, they were open today for me. Coming across the 40 into Oklahoma, so. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It is what it is. So, other people have been telling me to just do the old school vlog videos and like the driving videos. Now, I've been saying it for so many years that, you know, I've done those videos already. I don't want to keep producing the same shit, in my opinion. But a lot of people say that I should, you know, because they like that stuff. So I'm going to selectively do a little bit of it to keep the people happy. To keep the people happy. But I'm not going to do it every day, because that shit gets repetitive. What's up, U-Haul? Palerider! Palerider, I've got your sickness. I have got your sickness, brother. I know if you're just checking in, I got a ticket at the Oklahoma scales. Oh my God. Long story short, I had full fuel tanks. Picked up at Cargill in Friona, Texas, meat plant. 43,500 some odd pounds of gross weight on the bills. Yep, Oklahoma, yep. And when I left Texas, you know, I scaled out. I was 30, let's tell you again. Where'd it go? Shit. I was 34,980 on the drives. And this is with the tandems tucked all the way in. 34,980 on the drives, 31,840 on the trailer. So I was like, I'll be all right. I'll burn it off in fuel, right? No, if you move the tandems back, you add more weight to the drives. I need to move the tandems more forward, but they won't go forward anymore. I need to take weight off the drives. So I was thinking, you know, I'll burn the fuel off, but sure enough, I didn't burn enough off. When I got to the Oklahoma scales, they said I was 35,060. No, I couldn't move the fifth wheel forward either, Jared, because according to my cat scale ticket, I was 12,100 pounds on the steers. If I would have moved my fifth wheel forward, I would have still been overweight on my drives, and then I would have been overweight on my steers too. So, can't move the fifth wheel up. Fifth wheel's all the way back right now, so if I would have moved the fifth wheel up, I would have put more weight on my steers, and that would have made both the steers and the drives way overweight. So, yeah, I am over on my steers by 100 pounds already, according to my cat scale. Now, according to the Oklahoma DOT, they only nailed me for the drives. And like I said before, the officer told me that they only give a shit if you're over 1,000 pounds on the on any of the axles. So, but it was a $200 ticket. I paid it right there on the spot, and on my way I went. He said to me that I wouldn't get another ticket in the state of Oklahoma, but I have to worry about the, I know, right? Welcome to the club. I have to worry about the drop on scales in the morning, but other people are telling me to take Highway 60 around the scales, which I might do, depending on how much fuel I can burn off. Like I said, I got rid of the dumbbells that I had in the truck, 95 pounds of dumbbells, you know. The steers are rated for 13,000 on this truck, but according to, you know, certain states are different though. So you're not supposed to be over 12,000 pounds on your steers. So, or actually, I think these steers are rated for 13.5. I think. I can't remember. What am I incorrect about now? What did I miss? It was the scale coming into Oklahoma, eastbound on the 40. Look at my door jam. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Let's see here. I think it's 13.5 in the steer. I can't remember. Maybe 14. I don't remember. Ah! What the hell is it? Let's see here. Look at the tires. 13.2 on the steers is the max weight on this truck. But like I said, I don't know if, like I said, each state is different, and I don't know if they would have allowed that, you know. Because if, you know, 17,000 per axle. No, I think you're getting confused there, Jared. The rules from, like I said, I've been driving for almost 8 years, okay? 12,000 on the steers, 34 and 34. 34 on the drives, 34 on the tandems. If you go over that, they can hit you. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna chance that shit. You know, slide the fifth wheel forward and add all that weight. Well, I don't know, man. You know, right? See, that's what I'm saying, Trucking Boss. See, there's so many different people with different outlooks on this stuff, and no, my rear tandems aren't split. This is a prime trailer with super singles, regular old 53-foot reefer trailer. Anyway, but like I said, I should have burned off enough weight with the fuel by the time I get to Joplin and then St. Louis and all that shit. So I'm not really too worried about it. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Anyway, so what else is going on, people? Is there anything else exciting going on? No, I'm not going to do the oil field because even though you can make good money in the oil fields, they work some horrendous hours, man. And man, oh man, is it like you thought driving? I thought driving local was boring. I can't be sitting in a line of trucks for hours on end. Like I couldn't do it. I'd be too damn bored. No, and I don't have an APU on this tractor, so that 450 pound or 400 pound leeway, you know, I don't even know if I'd get that because I don't technically have an APU on the tractor. So yeah, so Is it worth leasing if you're only out for 2 weeks? No, I don't think so. Because it gets expensive with, leasing. Well, depending on what you're doing. But I wouldn't lease if you're only going to be out for 2 weeks. I mean, if you're going to be out for 2 weeks and then only go home for like 2 days for a reset, then yeah, I guess you could do it. It just depends on the truck. It just depends on the company. There's a lot of factors that go into play when it comes to being a lease guy or an owner-operator or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, if you're leasing, you're basically a glorified owner-operator. Because you're paying for everything. You're paying for the truck, you're paying for the fuel, you're paying for the insurance, you're paying everything. So, yeah, I know, Don. I know, I saw it. It was pretty cool. I know. I saw that. Oh, and so the people that are concerned about other people talking smack about me, all I can say is, what else is new? I mean, what else is new? I laugh when other people say they're talking smack about me, you know. I really do laugh because it's always been a thing. And this is just my opinion. Well, actually, it's a fact. If you're not being talked about, then you're not doing something right. Because when people start talking shit about you, they're 9 out of 10 times they're jealous. Something they're jealous, or they're just people that just want to talk shit. And don't get me wrong, I am not perfect by any means. I am fucking far from perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, and I've made them all right here on fucking YouTube to show all you guys my mistakes. I've been doing this YouTube thing since day one of truck driving school. Everything is documented here on this channel. If you want to go back and watch some of the older videos, I encourage you to do it because everything is there. The entire story. The entire story. Yes, and that's one thing that I've been able to do as I've grown more wiser and more mature here as an adult. I've learned to just say fuck it, with the trolls and the haters, and let them talk their shit. Back in the day, I used to go after them and say fuck you, and sometimes I still do here and there, because I'm a human being, and I have feelings too. And, sometimes you can only take so much before you fire back. But I've gotten better at it. I've gotten better at holding my tongue. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Jason. People that have nothing better to do with their lives than talk shit about other people. And the internet has given them the power to do that. So, what else are you going to do? Yeah, the thing is, if I move that fifth wheel forward, I am going to add weight to the steers. Okay? The problem is that I'm going to also add a little bit of weight to my drives too. See, I'm trying to lose weight on the drive axle. And all of the weight in the trailer is in the front of the trailer. So, if I move this fifth wheel forward, yeah, I'm going to add weight to my steers, but I'm not going to lose weight on the drives. I'm probably going to add weight to the drives. We'll lose weight on the trailer. But by me moving the fifth wheel forward, I'm not going to lose weight on my drives. So, I'm going to leave the fifth wheel back, I'm going to keep burning the fuel, and I'm going to hope for the best. What am I vaping on tonight? I'm vaping on a mixture, actually, of banana bread, and I got this stuff, E-Tight Vapors out of the Bosselman Pilot there in Nebraska, and I'm also mixing it with Vapetasia's Killer Custard Strawberry. So banana bread and killer custard strawberry mixture is what we got going on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Now, see, Josh, I could do that, and I could probably get away with it because I'm dropping this trailer at the delivery. I'm just doing a drop. I'm not getting it unloaded, so I don't have to worry about opening the doors. But I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want to be that guy, you know, drive in reverse and then slam on the brakes to shift the weight back, because what'll probably happen is I'll knock the fucking pallet over, and it's meat, you know. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be an asshole, you know. If it was like a trailer full of grain, you know, no boxes, no pallets, no nothing, and I had to shift the weight, and I've done that before. I don't know if you guys remember the video that I did when I was at Night Transportation, when the truck and trailer got lifted up on the thing. I actually had to shift some of that weight back because they loaded too much in the front. And the guy was like, "Just drive in reverse and slam on the brakes." And I'm like, "Will that work?" He's like, "Yeah, it'll help out," and it worked. But you know, in that particular case, you can't really damage the freight. In this particular case, yeah, I know, I'm just saying, but you know, I can't do that. That would be fucked up. You know, God forbid somebody wasn't paying attention, they go to open the doors, fucking, you know, 40, 50 pound boxes of meat come flying out the back, you know, and you don't want to be that guy. No, I'm not taking Ike's Peterbilt. First of all, it's got fucking purple lights on it. Don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing against purple lights, but I'm a big fan of blue lights. So yeah, purple lights aren't gonna work for me. Plus, it's Ike's truck. It would be too weird to take Ike's truck and then have to go to work. Not that I wouldn't mind going to work for Yeti. Yeti's a good guy. I've known him for a lot of years. And but yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm sure that if I asked, you know, he'd give me the job, but I'm staying put where I'm at here at RST because I'm happy here, and you know, it is what it is. Eventually my truck will come. My time will come. Yeah, I know, Don. Thank you for rubbing that in my face. I know. Oh man. Anyway, I'm a little tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up early, get on the road, and then we'll see what we can see. No, Trucker Brown has a T680. I don't want a T680. No. No. No, thank you. I do not want to. And just my opinion, I think T680s are the ugliest of uglies on the road. That's just my opinion, okay? They are ugly. And I don't know if you guys that have T680s will know. The dashboard on a T680 is very high up. I like to sit down on the floor. I don't like to have air in my seat. And for some reason, in a T680, I can't fucking see over that dashboard. Yeah, a 990 is also an option too. You know, like I said a couple weeks ago, I was at the truck show. I sat in the W990. I was like, wow, this is really nice. It's got a big long hood, shifter, you know. It's got all the space in it. You know, it's like the best of both worlds, you know. But like I said, when the time comes, hopefully here soon, when we go truck shopping, then we'll have, I'll know then. But I would take a 990 because, you know, at first I was like, but, you know, actually seeing one up close and personal, it's a pretty mean looking truck. Pretty fucking mean. No, the interior on the 990 is nothing like the 680 though. It's similar, but it's nothing like a 680. There's similarities. It's like a 900 with 680, and you know it's kind of mixed a little bit, but the dashboard situation is nothing like a 680 in my opinion. So, the International the Navistar. Talk about the LT trucking boss. Yeah, I'm done with internationals. I've had good luck with internationals, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, the LT is nothing more than a prettier ProStar, because the interior on the LT is the same as the ProStar. The only thing they changed is the hood, grill, and some of the decorative features on the outside of the truck. It's nothing more than a newer, it's just like the Volvo. It's still a 780, but the hood is a little different. RST is paying 80% to the driver. Percentage pay for lease the drivers. 80%. And we do very well. We do very, very well. Yes, the mirrors were changed as well, but it's still a fucking ProStar, in my opinion. So, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into financing the truck myself if all else fails. And, you know, the company can't help me get the truck, which I don't think will happen, but I'm going to look into it just for peace of mind, just to see. There are a few company drivers at RST. Yes, there are a few of them here. I think not many, so. The Cascadia is a good looking truck too. Big fan of the Cascadia. Always been a big fan of the Cascadia, especially the new ones. That new body style is really sharp, you know. So, Coronado's a nice looking truck, but if I'm gonna get something with a hood, my first choice would be the Pete, because it's a long, flat, straight hood. The Coronado, the W900, even the Western Star, they all have a little bit of a slant to their hoods. The Peterbilt 389 has a flat hood, straight across. Not that that's a very big deal, but my favorite, and always my favorite, has been the 389, 379, that body style. But yeah, the Freightliner XL Classic, good looking truck. You know, the old Western Star is a good looking truck. You know, but if I had to pick, my first choice would be the Peterbilt. Second choice would be a W900L. You know, and then the third choice is the new 990. Those are my favorites as of now. The Coronado is nice, but if I'm gonna get something with a hood and I'm gonna make paint on it, I want what I want. You know what I'm saying? So, we will see. We're not out of the running yet. You know? Yes, RST does flatbed. RST is going to be doing a lot more different stuff here the next couple of months. So, like I said, we're going to be getting our own trailers. We're going to be doing a little bit of our own self-dispatching here soon. A lot of cool stuff coming for RST, coming down the pipe for RST. Yes. The Trucker District stuff is also still coming too. They're starting up their own brokerage. We're going to have loads through Trucker District, probably in about a month or two. Everything is in the final stages of the paperwork, you know, getting the MC number and all that stuff. And we've got what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Not dedicated. We have committed freight shippers and stuff like that ready to go for when the time comes that we have Trucker District loads. So yeah, but everything is at a snail's pace right now for the Trucker District stuff. A lot of people, yeah, I know, it's a long pipe. Yes, I completely Completely agree with you. But, Rome wasn't built in a day. And just because it isn't here yet doesn't mean it's not coming. You see, somebody was saying before that CDL Life made an app, okay? Yeah, so what? You know? There's a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not out of the running yet. Just because something isn't happening, it's just like my situation with the truck. It's not happening on my timetable, and it's affecting my motivation, it's affecting everything. But I'm trying to stay positive and keep on pushing forward. So that's what you got to do, people. You can't just give up because it isn't happening on your timetable. People are going to talk shit. Oh, it ain't here yet. But you just got to keep on pushing. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think I've covered all the grounds for the evening. So, I'll start doing some driving, daily, not daily, but, vlogs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's Thomas, that's about right. Yep. That's our average. That's a good average. For each truck, 5,000, 4,500 is, where we want to be sitting to be profitable. Obviously, every week is a little different. But like I said, I've been here for a year and a half, and I have not had a problem with making money here at RST at all. So, yeah, if you want, go and fill out your applications. There is a long line of applications currently for RST, but if you want to fill out an application, I encourage you to do so. The link is, I don't know if I forget if it's in my description box. Oh, shit. Is it in the description box? Can anybody tell me? It's the link is this. Here, let me tell you guys the link. I don't remember if it's in my description box. I can't remember. It's mycdlapp.com, okay? mycdlapp.com/driverst. If you want to fill out an application for RST, it's mycdlapp.com/driverst. Shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know that you filled it out, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. And we'll see you guys soon. All right. Thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow or something.